Hi class, we just finished step 13 and that was making the script so that the monkey could go over the tree, but we're learning that we need to add gravity somewhere so that he actually falls down and we're able to collect our bananas here. So we are on step 14 and we need to make two more variables for all sprites. We need to make something called fall speed and gravity. So let's go ahead and do that. Go in your data blocks, make two new variables. One, like I said, is fall speed, all sprites, and another one is gravity, all sprites. Now it says, then add a set gravity block to the monkey when clicked script and amend his when space key is pressed. So make sure you're on the monkey. When it says when space key clicked, let me see here. Nope, I want to set it two different spots. So I want to set gravity underneath here to negative 0.2. And then I want to set the fall speed right underneath point and direction. Oops, not launch speed, fall speed to a 0. Okay, this block, that just helps make it so he actually does fall down. The fall speed block, this helps with the moment at when it's launched, not necessarily falling yet. Okay, and then we also need to change fall speed. Oops. And that is going to go underneath here, and I need to add change Y fall speed. Now there are a lot of different changes in this one, so I highly suggest going through each and every single block with your partner and making sure that you have the correct blocks where they need to be. Otherwise it could be completely wrong and you want to make sure that your game works. I'm going to go through these, make sure that they all have the correct numbers in and whatnot. Okay, and this orange block that we just added right here, change fall speed by gravity, this contains the variable gravity, so that makes the monkey fall faster each time the loop runs. Okay, so that's just kind of like some of the backgrounds with it. And up here you notice in our stage, look at all of these things now that we have on here. It kind of becomes overwhelming, so we don't need all of these variables to appear on the stage. So what you can do in the data block section, you can unclick these sections over here. We know that we want the launch speed because we want to see that it's going fast or slow, and we also know what we want to know what the banana count is. So we can take the gravity off and the fall speed off. It's still going to work correctly with our script since we have it in here the way we want it to, but it frees up some space over here. And I'm also going to just move these kind of down in the corner so I can see more of my stage. Okay. Now just kind of sidebar, in the real world, when you try to throw something in a straight line, it curves slowly back to the ground as gravity pulls it down. We want to make the game work in the same way. You move the monkey along a straight line, but you also want to add a downward movement with each shift along the line to create that same effect of the constant downward pull of gravity. That allows the monkey's movement to seem natural, making the game more engaging. Okay? So we're going to run the project and see what actually happens and see if we need to add more gravity, add more fall speed, making that faster, slower, and just see what the difference is between what we've done so far. Okay, so go ahead and move your thing up, make the launch speed quicker. Now I clicked that and I barely saw him move, so I think I might need to move some of my... Okay, notice how he just goes all the way up. So I might need to change my launch speed. Nope. Still having trouble. Okay, so now He's not making it over the banana. So one, I want to double check this all again. I might have forgotten something that they wanted us to add in there. I might have taken out something. So I'm going to pause my video real quick, double check everything that I have, and then I will get back to you. So take this time to look over your scripts with your partner, double checking with me if you need to, double checking with another group around you, and I will be with you in just a moment. Okay, I realized I had a very simple mistake that I made. So really double check, like I said, your blocks on right here where it says set gravity to negative 0.2. I had it to change gravity. That messed up everything because I had this dealing with gravity down here, and it just kept shooting my monkey straight up. So after rereading my scripts very carefully, I realized it was supposed to say set gravity. And now if I reset my stage, I can aim my monkey so that he goes above the tree and then comes down, just like that, which is what I want him to do. Okay, so now we are very close to finishing. We'll probably have one more video after this, but we are now on to step 16, and we're getting very close, like I said, to the game over part. So when the monkey has finally collected all of the bananas, a game over message is broadcasted in the game. We want to make a sign so that it goes right onto the stage here, and it tells the player how many launches were used to collect the bananas. It could say 3 launches to get 3 of the bananas. It could say 1 launch because maybe you got all of them in one shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the paintbrush symbol to paint a new sprite. So down here in our new sprite column, we're going to make the design that you see on page 90. We're going to leave a gap in the text where the number of launches will go, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. So you're going to make a round oval sign. We're going to make it with a ring around it that's orange, and then the inside will color yellow. We'll add text to it. So go ahead and decorate your design here. I want an orange outer ring. I'm going to make it just a little bit thicker so I can see the outside pretty clearly. Looks good. I'm going to fill in with yellow. My text will say, and I'm going to make this in black, well done. Say what? All caps. Let's see. You use, I'm going to add some spaces here, launches. Okay. Now, like in the last game that we made, you can make this bigger by centering it. Just like that. And let's see here. I'm going to, oh, come on. I want to select my text and it's not allowing me to. I don't want that. Just going to start all over. Want to make sure that kind of start your text in the middle. Oops. Especially this one at the top. So I'm just going to do these separately. So well done. And then I also have use blank lunches. This one at the top is giving me a lot of trouble. And I think what I'm going to do is just leave it the way it is, even though it's not centered like I want it to. I have the space here, down here that I need, so I'm going to leave it like that. Just depends on your computer. Some of them can be very picky with a certain tool that you may use. Why it's not letting me select it so I can move it down, I do not know, but as long as it's close to in the circle and the oval, that's completely fine. Just make sure you have that gap there. Step 17. We need to name the sprite. Game over. Okay. Now step 17. We can add a variable for all sprites to count the number of launches. Call this variable launches. So go back to the scripts. This is called launches for all the sprites. And let's see, we will have it show on the stage, and we're going to right click so that it changes to a large readout, which means that it's just going to be that orange block basically that you see. So double click, and we're going to put this now right inside here. So notice when you double click on that, it makes it there. That's what we want. This shows just the value and not the name of the variable. We'll reposition this later, like I said, to get that there. Okay, step 18. Now add these scripts to your sign. Together they will count the number of times you launch the monkey and display the number at the end of the game. Okay, so we don't want these seen while we're playing the game. We just want them at the very end when we are done. So if you look at step 18, we are going to finish that step. I'm going to stop the video when I'm done with step 18, and then we will finish up steps 19 through 26 to finish up the game. Okay, let's go ahead and start building this for your game over script. Okay, so set launches to 0, hide variable launches, hide, game over. I want this to be 0, 0. Go to front, show launches all, space launches 1. Okay, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. We'll have just about 6-7 more steps, and we should be all finished with Jumpy Monkey.